This is Hong Kong. Hong Kong has long marketed itself as Asia's world city. And yes, in fact, Hong Kong has begun to take the first steps towards globalization.
It's a world city. It's a very cosmopolitan city. International city. It's a world city.
To the eyes of most foreigners, Hong Kong was and still is a world city. And as tourists told us, that is largely because of our relatively high English standards compared to mainland China, and because there is a considerable amount of places in Hong Kong showing the forces of globalization.
For example, due to the city's geographical location and subsequent high percentage of imported goods, the people of Hong Kong have long had a high acceptance of foreign brands and foreign merchandise.
The place that best shows the forces of globalization is the Chongqing Mansions located in Tsim Sha Tsui. The Chongqing Mansions has in the past been avoided by local Chinese, yet it serves as an excellent indicator of how globalized some places of Hong Kong can be. A great variety of different people, of different cultures and different races, different scents and different goods are all in these mansions.
In fact, the Chongqing Mansion has recently been named the best example of globalization in action by the Time magazine back in May 2007. Just look at the friendly faces and you will find how this is one world. To be able to stay ahead in this one globalized world and truly be Asia's world city, however, it would be absolutely essential for the people of Hong Kong to have globalized minds. While it is worth noting that a significant portion of the city's residents would have studied overseas during some point in their lives, most residents in Hong Kong simply do not know what's going on in the outside world.
To find out how much global awareness average Hong Kongers have, let's see how well they do in a little experiment. In this experiment, we are going to show the interviewees 4 international figures, namely Gordon Brown, Pervez Musharraf, Al Gore, and Ban Ki-moon.
美國嘅我唔係好記得佢個名。
見過不過唔知叫咩名喎？呢個真係。
啊！
呢個係唔知㗎。
呢個唔係琴晚打我嗰件咯。
OK，
好搞笑。
唔知。
啲係巴基斯坦啊，巴基斯坦嗰個總統定總理啊？
唔知喎。
呢個係巴基斯坦嗰個。
知唔知噏唔噏到名出嚟？
唔係加咩頭陀啊？
我知呢個係好似巴基斯坦嘅，唔知邊個。叫咩咧？唔記得啦。
OK，我唔清楚。
呢個戈爾，上一屆競選總統落敗嗰個。
邊個嚟㗎？
咩嚟㗎呢個？
呢個係全球成日講冇排氣嘅窩爾，係咪佢？
哦，呢個咪好出名嗰個，啱啱攞咗諾貝爾化學獎啊！係啊，最化學係佢攞。
唔知 OK
又係見過，不過唔記得咗。
好，咪係咯，嗱邊個嚟嘅咧？嗱，佢都唔知，係咯，嗱，全部都唔識。
啊，呢個係唔知喎。
邊個咧？
呢個我頭先講過10次啦，我老豆啊嘛，我老豆個 friend。
你個 friend 邊個啊？叫咩名？
唔記得咗，佢係啲細叔伯嚟嘅。
As you have just seen, the interviewed Hong Kongers have very little knowledge of what is going on out there in other parts of the world. The conclusion we come to is that the level of global awareness among the general public is relatively low. Which brings us to the question, what happened?
while a considerable percentage of the members of the general public love placing the blame on our local education system, which has been criticized as being based on rote learning in the past. This time around, the single most serious problem is probably the media of Hong Kong. Why? That's because most Hong Kong people rely on the media as their main source of global information and global awareness. With that in mind, let's go read some papers.
Now this is the best-selling newspaper in Hong Kong. And the headline for today is... very interesting. Okay, a random girl having a crush on a doctor and made dozens of appointments in a single day. There's even this very interesting comic strip illustrating how this girl annoyed the doctor.
And it is this kind of news that fill up our airwaves, newscasts, and newspaper headlines. Right when the American subprime crisis has triggered numerous banks to initiate huge sell-offs worth billions of dollars. Right when a downfall genocide is still ongoing. Right when the planet continues to warm up. Right when we're faced with numerous global crises. It is easy, then, to imagine how the people of Hong Kong can manage to lose their global awareness by waking up to the news of car crashes and reading through newspaper stories of secret crushes on their daily commute. Now that we know Hong Kongers are lacking in global awareness and global integration, what should Hong Kong do to be able to stay ahead of all its competitors? While it would be nice if the media wishes to change, the most effective answer lies in education. For it is only through education that the next generation of Hong Kongers would be able to, first, care about and acquire knowledge of the outside world. Second, acquire global awareness. And finally, integrate with the world and become true global citizens. The upcoming education reform should be able to address these issues, but we just have to wait. Hong Kong has got somewhat of a head start in the race against all its global competitors. You have some parts and places of the city showing signs of being globalized. Yet, the key to the city's future success would lie in the hearts and minds of the people, in their sense of global awareness, in their ability to understand different cultures and different people, and in their ability to become true global citizens. Would we, as the people of Hong Kong, stay ahead, or would we simply be left behind by everyone? Would Hong Kong truly become Asia's world city, or would it fade out and be forgotten? In time, we will find out. It's time to go global. It's time to take action. It's time to think again.